everyone, Robyn here. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I have a stamping technique tutorial for you today. We are going to be doing a little bit of embossed resist background technique. So this is everything that we need for today's video. I will have everything on the screen, the item code, the name of everything that I'm using. Everything you see in today's video can be ordered directly from my shopping page, shop.mypinkstamper.com, and we will jump right in and get started. All right, the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to be doing a little bit of embossing. I'm having a lot of fun with embossing on this project. Can you tell? I think my last two videos I did a little bit of heat embossing. I really can't get enough of it. I've been doing it for so long and it's just so therapeutic. Okay, so I'm going to grab a background piece of paper. And I'm using our Stampin' grid paper. Okay, so I am going to be starting with a piece of black cardstock, basic black cardstock. This is just a quarter sheet. Our cardstock, this comes in 8.5 by 11 pieces. And I'm going to next take our Stampin' Buddy, and I'm just going to give it a quick swipe. This helps with the static of the embossing powder. Next, I'm using the Versamark ink pad. This is a watermark pad, but I also use it for embossing. And the stamp set I'm spotlighting is called Seriously the Best. And there's a kit that goes along with this in our mini catalog, or you can use this on its own, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be using this leaf background, and I'm using Congrats. I'm making these cards for some of my team members, some of my pink stampers who have recently promoted in their title. All right, so let's get my Whisper White. This is Whisper White embossing powder, Stampin' Emboss. I have everything ready, and I'm going to take the Congrats, and I want to stamp it in the middle because I'm going to be using one of our dies. So I'm just going to ink this up. I got some on my finger. Put this right here. And now I'm going to take our embossing powder and put this on here, and this is going to really pop because it's on the black cardstock. Look at that. So fun. Now I'm going to grab our heat tool. I'm just going to put that aside for a second. Grab our heat tool. I'm going to start at one end, and I aim it away from me, myself, aim it away from my body and my hands, and I slowly watch it melt. And I don't like to speed this up anymore unless it takes a long time. I want you guys to kind of see the process if you're new to embossing. Okay, I have this embossed. Now I can just set it aside for a second. Now I'm going to take, where is it? My background piece. Well, actually, this is going to be used as one of the layers. This is Whisper White cardstock. It's cut at 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. I'm going to take the Embossing Buddy and do the same thing. Now I'm going to take the Versamark, and I'm using that leaf background. And I'm just going to, this is what we're going to use for the Stampin' Resist. The you know what I'm saying. I'm cracking myself up. Okay, Emboss Resist. I am having trouble with my words for some reason right now. All of my kids are home today. We have a snow day, which is really weird. We live in Utah, and we usually don't have snow days, hardly ever. Okay, I did about 1/2 to 3/4, and then I'll do the other half in a minute. I didn't want it to set or dry. And this will just kind of stick to where you've done the powder, where you've stamped the powder. Can you see that? There we go. Okay, and I have it all shaken off. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to emboss this, and I might speed this process up. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the other places that need more of the background. And I'm turning this and having it go every which way on here. There we go. And I can grab my white embossing powder. There we go. Okay, and I'll emboss this and I'll be right back. Okay, we're ready to do the Emboss Resist. And I'm going to start with our Melon Mambo ink pad. And I'm using one of our Stampin' sponges. I've just cut it into quarters. Set these aside. Just open this up. And then all I'm going to do is just dip this in my ink. Make sure you've got ink on there, kind of give it a little bit of pressure. And then I'll just start with one and notice how that just pops up. And I'll just kind of pick sporadic spots because I am going to be using a couple more colors on here. Just a little bit hanging off the end. Okay, isn't that so fun? Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Okay, I'm going to change colors to our gorgeous grape, and I'm just going to fill in some spots. I didn't mean to go over that pink. Okay, maybe make that a little bit bigger right there. All right, you can kind of do what you'd like, as much or as little as you'd like. And now let's change to our last color, which is the Bermuda Bay ink pad. And I'm just gonna kind of fill in the spots. It's okay if there's white space. Okay, so there's my background. It's super fun. You can also just, after you're finished with that, just take a tissue or a paper towel and just kind of go over the top, and then you'll get all of the ink that's left over on top. There might be a little bit of ink on top of the embossing. Okay, now let's make this into a card. So I'm going to pull out my die cut machine, and I'm going to take the piece that we embossed that says congrats on it, and I'm using our stitched nested labels. I'll have everything listed with the item code directly on the screen. I think I need to have outtakes for this tutorial. You guys don't even know how much I'm mumbling my words. I don't know if I've deleted it all out or not, but I normally don't. But I'm mumbling a lot more than normal today. All right. I have this beautiful tag ready to go. Now I'm going to make this into a super simple card. I'm going to take a piece of our thick Whisper White cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I'm going to fold this over using our bone folder so I can have nice and tight creases. Now I have a piece of our basic black cardstock again. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm going to add this on here and just watch how it all pops. The colors just work perfectly together. They're nice and bright and fun. I'm going to add this on here. And get a little ink on my hands. I'm going to add this directly to that piece of Whisper White cardstock that we folded in half. And that pulls out the white that we embossed. Now I'm going to take this congrats, and I'm going to grab some of our Stampin' Dimensionals. If I can find them. There they are. And I'm going to add, I'll just do maybe 5 on this one. Okay. And then I'll peel off the back. And we're going to add this right here in the center. Congrats. And now I'm going to finish this off with one of our fun embellishments. This is called Glitter Enamel Dots. And they come with, I believe, 3 to 4 colors on the sheet. And this one is the gorgeous grape. I'm going to take 2 of these dots. And I'm going to put one here and one right next to it. And now I have a super fun technique card for you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something new. If not, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little notification bell. And also, leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. I hope to see you over on my website, mypinkstamper.com. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.